of what all I sold at River Fete. It's going to take me a few days to edit everything from River Fete and the prep of it. But I wanted to give you guys a little, I guess you can say, teaser of how things went. Um, so I'm just going to go over what I sold in order as I wrote it down. So for Friday, which was the 2nd for y'all, I sold, the first thing I sold was my big green dragon, and that automatically put me like in a good mood for the rest of the day. Then I sold one of my rose stems. I then sold to another person, somebody who comes by regularly. I got a little spider and a rose. Somebody else got a unicorn silk hat and a green frog, one of my little frogs. I then also sold my possum, sold one of my pink mermaids. I sold one of my whales, specifically the blue one. Black chicken. I sold a couple of pens. Well, the kids sold a couple of pens. I sold the rose pillow and the brown witch hat. Now, the rose pillow was really cute. Had a little girl come by. She spent like 20 minutes going through all of the things that were on my table. And then she came across the rose pillow, and I swear this pillow was as big as she was. And that's what she chose. That's what her mama got. And then my brown witch hat, I was packing up for the night, Friday night, and this guy came through and wanted to look at my hat, so I let him, and he went with the brown one, and he was very, very happy with it. So that was, like I said, really awesome day. Just after the dragon alone and then my silk hat, I was really happy about it. If I have pictures of any of these things, I think I'm going to put them about here. That's a problem for editing me whenever I'm done recording this. Have fun. And then the next day, it was a little bit slower of a start. I sold one of my little frogs. I sold a cotton candy jellyfish. That was the one that had the pinks and the blues going through it, and I had the pink glow in the dark frill. I sold one of my lily pad frogs, the blue one. I sold one of my lavender stems. Then I sold a green little dino, a glow in the dark scrunchie, and then I also sold two lavender stems and a red larger mushroom pops, the ones that I did with all the scrap yarn. And then I had this other person come back by. He came in with his mom, and then a little bit later he came back when his mom wasn't around and got 3 of my purple, green, and black flowers. He got a rose, a carnation, and a tulip for his mom to put aside for Mother's Day. Had somebody else get a little blue dino. Had somebody get my neon stripe rose. I then had somebody come by and got a dozen of my reusable water balloons, and then they also got one of my little bitty mushy pops. I had somebody get a black worryworm. Someone else got a little fish and a little frog. Got a little dino and a little frog. Someone else got my pink tulip. Someone got my medium mushrooms that are done by All From Jade pattern. Had someone else get a keychain. Don't remember which keychain they got. I didn't write down which one. Now I'm going to have to go back and look. I got a blue spider. Oh, there was one of the chew keychains. The kids did sell another keychain as well. So I got to pay them that $5 for that. I sold another little spider. Sold a pink mermaid. Sold my purple and yellow whale. I sold one water balloon. This kid really wanted to spend $1. He found out the reusable water balloons, I was basically selling them for $1 a piece. So I let him buy one of the water balloons for $1. I sold my big witch hat that is fully glow in dark from top to bottom. I sold my yellow duck. I sold my orange small mushroom pop. Pink lily frog. A small mushroom. I had this rose that was kind of this brownish color that had like some brighter colors going through it as well. I sold a little yellow spider. A glow in the dark scrunchie. I sold my sun choker. Oh, I forgot to put down the same person on day 1 that bought the unicorn silk hat also bought my red choker with black hematite and a heart with a cross in it choker as well. I really liked how pretty that one turned out. And then but the sun choker that had a gold sun on it and it had gold sandstone going through it, and it was in this sage green, or I think it was called sage green. I can't remember, but it was a really earthy tone green, and I really liked it. It was really pretty. Again, if I have pictures of any of the things, they'll be over here. I then sold an orange jellyfish with the blue frill, a cauldron, one of my older ones, just a little black cauldron, had bubbles that glowed in the dark. I sold the bunny and the carrot pop. I sold the mallard. I sold a small white chicken. I sold 2 more littles. I didn't specify which ones it was. I also had a red rose clip, the ones where you can braid the roses into your hair. I sold a green worry worm, a pink worry worm, a blue chicken, and my wizard finally sold, and I was so happy about that. I have a potential commissions for some other things. I'm not going to say one way or another what the commissions are until they contact me back on that, and I got further word on that. But all in all, I'd say River Fete was a success. We did get rained out a little bit for about maybe a half hour, but it cleared up fairly quickly on Friday, and then Saturday was beautiful all day long. It wasn't too hot, it wasn't too sunny. It was really, really nice. I also ended up getting myself a parasol while I was at River Fete to help keep the sun off me. And this is the first year of River Fete that I did not get burnt. I do... Only issue we really had is this is the first year with Riverfed that they actually had security where they were checking people in and out, and vendors weren't supposed to get checked, and we ended up getting checked every time we went in and out. But it was the first year them doing it this way. There were bound to be bugs. I'm really hoping they have them worked out come Winter Fete, but only time will tell. So, for this upcoming week, I've got to stop procrastinating on these commissions. I am going to get them all knocked out this week. I've got to make a set of arm warmers that I've supposed to have been done made, but life kept getting in the way. And I'm bad at procrastinating, and I'm fixing that now. I've actually already started on them. I'll actually kind of show you guys right now what they're looking like. They're black with glow in the dark, and they're looking really, really pretty. I'm really hoping the person I'm making them for will like them. I'm almost done with this thing. I'm going to add 2 more rows of striping and then sew in all the ends. Then I've also got to do a Beetlejuice hat, which I just picked the yarn up for today. It's going to be black, white, purple, and green. I've already discussed with the person with how that's going to be going. I've also got to make a pink sparkly cow, a koala, and a clown. So before I work on anything to stock up from my market this weekend, I gotta get these done. Speaking of market this weekend, I'm going to be doing what's called Magical Market. It's going to also be done at Fighting Hand Brewery in Pineville. Because I do those ones at the brewery where it's 21 or up, I do make more adult-oriented items. Because of that, if I get any of them done when I post my video on Friday for what I made this week, though that video is going to be for 18 and up to view. That's just my personal preference. Parents, after you watch it, you decide to let your kids watch, that's on you. That's no longer my problem. And then also next month, I am taking on a new location. It's not a new event, just a new location for me. And I've been hearing about it from a few of the other vendors, even vendors that I used to shop from before I started being a vendor myself. It's called Huckleberry Brewery. And I'm actually really kind of excited to check this one out. I've heard a lot of really good things, but I also am not too sure what to expect and what type of foot traffic we have. A lot of the people that I talked to this past weekend who did do River Fete, do Huckleberry as well, and they also said that it's pretty good foot traffic as well. So maybe that'll be something I can add into my rotation of places to be. So I know this is a fairly short video, but I just kind of want to have something to give you guys an idea as to how things went, being that you guys sat through that hour-long video of me showing all of my stuff. Like I said, I will try to post pictures on this while I'm editing as I can, but I can't guarantee I have pictures of everything because I'm not very good at taking the pictures, and I'm trying to fix that as well. So, thank you for watching. Enjoy. Get to wherever you gotta go safely. And take care.